Ryan, the level of smoke appears to have decreased within the past 15 minutes or so. That pickup truck coming dangerously close to her head right about here and throwing her up against the wall. Her head made this dent. I now want to bring in Steven Salazar. He's part of the crew that was supposed to shut down the roads for this race. The city's actually considering rolling out a sign telling people the Riverwalk is not flooding. A message visible from every angle, in every photo and video. How much of these changes are results of our calls?
Quite a bit, quite a bit.
That was one window that was damaged, a second one here, and then this, I assume, your master bedroom, the biggest window that's been damaged. Tell us what you're seeing here.
Oh, well.
We're just off I-10, and if you look down there, you can see a gentleman on a tube. He just came up a couple of minutes ago. The Ryan authorities got an alarming phone call with a threat to blow up a transit station in the LA area. The FBI now checking out the source of that information and the credibility. They would be ticketed.
They would be ticketed. This blue one, he came close to a stop, but he didn't stop. See the black one?
$75
each time.
The memorial there is where last night's shooting took place, and right around the corner at this house, more gunshots today.
These are the tires I'm left with.
All four removed and replaced.
With old tires, old rims.
The ordeal began back in November. America Mascoro says someone stole her husband's work truck. 3 days later, deputies found it, along with more than 20 other vehicles at a Floresville chop shop.
We were relieved to find out that it had not been stripped.
But relief quickly turned to frustration.
We've had to struggle all this time. We're still struggling.
The Wilson County Sheriff's Office held onto the truck for more than 3 months.
As soon as I contacted you, I did receive a phone call.
Now the truck's back, but it's not the same.
My heart, it just drops.
Photos America took at the crime scene show the front intact.
Now it looks like junk.
News 4 toured the chop shop with Sheriff Joe Tackett in November. Look at the video we shot of America's truck. But sometime after our visit, the taillight disappeared. The back got banged up, and the tires are no longer worthy of the road.
I'm feeling frustrated. I'm feeling angry.
America says investigators told her a thief came by the county impound lot, but Sheriff Joe Tackett won't tell us what happened.
I want to prevent this from happening to anybody in the future.
An email from County Attorney Tom Caldwell to America offers her $1,000, acknowledging the tires and rims were stolen on the sheriff's watch. She says that amount will not cover the damage.
I'm thinking, oh my God, I've been victimized again. And this time I've been victimized by somebody I trusted, the sheriff's office.
As city council candidates knock on doors, I'm knocking on one of theirs. In her application to be on the ballot, Lindley Wallace swore under oath she lives at this home near Stone Oak on Goldcrest Run. But Wallace never answered the door. Instead, a family of 4 did, telling me, "I'm sorry, you must have the wrong address." Other candidates have asked her to withdraw.
She refuses to acknowledge she does not live in a district, and she's continuing to campaign.
Wallace still owns the house, but the last water bill with her name dates back 3.5 years. Saw says she closed the account in 2013.
When you have a home and then you rent it out to somebody for 2 or 3 years or longer, you're not a resident.
Property records obtained by News 4 reveal for years Wallace has been calling another house home. This one in Austin, where she works at the state capitol for Representative Lyle Larson. Wallace has a homestead exemption, a tax break for a primary residence on that Austin house. On the application, Wallace wrote it's been her principal residence since June 2014. Wallace's website calls her a strong voice for District 9, but she won't do an interview, and she skipped a candidate forum last week. Instead, News 4 spotted Wallace having dinner at the Pearl, while other candidates answered questions from voters. Rudy Garibay is getting on with his yard work after a drive-by shooting forced a break.
All I heard is just pop, 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 pop. That's it.
A few houses away on Sunrise Creek Drive, another garden hose. This one washing away blood.
That way, I always got problems. They already got shot down the street, got shot over here.
San Antonio police say at least 2 guys in an SUV shot 3 guys in the front yard this afternoon.
Possibly gang related.
A resident tells us the victims are in their teens and they don't live at the house.
Constant activity, people always in and out of the house. And when we go to check on it, no cooperation.
SAPD has logged 25 calls for service to that one home this year alone. Calls for drugs, shootings, and gun-related disturbances. Some Sunrise residents call their own subdivision Gunrise.
I'm a Marine Corps vet. I've probably seen more combat in the streets here than I did the whole time, 7.5 years I was in the Corps.
Neighbor Foster Duro says it's a good neighborhood with a few outside influences. But it's too many influences with not enough peaceful evenings for Rudy Garraby.
I need to find a way to move out of here.
Hey Randy, the city has 28 people who fix potholes, reported to 311 or spotted by a crew. The big push recently has been to be more proactive, go out and look for them, because we all know potholes can pop up so quickly. Everybody hates potholes, even the people who fill them for a living.
Especially when I hit them, with my car. But
Jesse Cisneros and Tommy Stevens are among more than 24 city workers wiping out potholes.
we're going to go ahead and sweep it out, clean it up a little bit.
Last year, crews filled about 58,000 potholes citywide. This year, we're up to 71,000 already, the most ever. So we're filling a lot more potholes.
Yes, we are.
Does that mean our roads are in bad shape?
So what it means actually is that over the period of time, one of the things that we continue to hear from our citizens is that street maintenance is a priority. And so what we've continued to do is to get better at what we do.
City officials say since 2015, crews have been more proactive, looking for potholes without having to be called.
I'm going to bring the truck back a little bit.
And the entire fleet is new, replaced in the past couple of years, so workers can keep moving.
We've done about 24 before lunch. We'll be busy. We're trying to make these streets safe for everyone out there.
Another pothole filled as plenty more pop up.
Just work all over the city. It's just like a never-ending thing. Job security, I'm sure.
Check out this snake falling from a tree on the northwest side. During my interview, you can hear the birds trying to scare him off.
It does look like a rat snake. Probably after bird eggs or possibly little baby birds.
Stan Goodson, owner of Apple Pest Control, says the snake I saw is non-venomous, but it's only the beginning.
We're definitely entering snake season. We're getting more calls almost daily.
Stan shows us some homes are essentially an invitation.
You have everything a snake or rodent would want, piled up leaves. It's nice and cool and damp here.
If you get some snake repellent, a common mistake is just walking around your yard and just throwing it out randomly. Another is starting by going along the edge of your property. The problem is you spread this stuff here and you end up trapping the snakes in your yard. If you have one there, it's going to stay right next to your house.
And that is another good snake repellent right there. Cats.
Best advice, keep the landscaping tidy and patch up any potential snake entrances.
It's just an easy path for them to climb up. He could hang down and sneak right in that gable vent. Everyone's busy. I'll get to it at some point. I'll get to this. I'll get to weed eating.
Get to it sooner rather than later to keep snakes out of your trees and your yard.